You won't believe how one of country music's most gifted voices almost vanished into obscurity because of lawsuits, shifting trends, and an industry that stopped listening. Gene Watson didn't grow up dreaming of fame. He wasn't chasing lights, limos, or chart-topping singles. He was chasing survival. Born in 1943 in Palestine, Texas, Gene's childhood was anything but easy. His parents were migrant workers and their home, if you can call it that, was a converted school bus. That bus took them from cotton field to cotton field, just trying to put food on the table. Gene didn't know luxury. He knew long days under a blazing Texas sun, picking cotton with sore hands, and nights spent cramped in a bus with his 6 siblings. There were no toys, no television, no bedroom of his own. Just work, sweat, and family. But in that chaos, there was music. His mother played guitar and sang gospel hymns after dinner, and the kids joined in. That's where Gene first discovered the power of a song, not for fame or fortune but as a way to cope. A way to escape even for a moment. His voice was different. It wasn't loud or flashy. It was pure. So pure, in fact, that folks in his town took notice when he started singing in church. And then in local clubs. And then honky-tonks. But even as he started building a name, Gene didn't dare believe music could pay the bills. By the time he was a teenager, Gene had dropped out of school and was working full-time fixing cars. He opened an auto repair business in Houston and worked long hours. Then at night he'd sing in bars. Not because it paid well, but because he couldn't not sing. That's the kind of artist Gene Watson is. He didn't chase fame. He chased truth. And you could hear it in every note. In 1962, he scraped together enough money to record a single called If It's That Easy. But no one heard it. It didn't chart. It didn't change anything. Still, he didn't stop. He kept performing, kept writing, kept fixing cars to fund his music. And slowly something started to happen. People started listening. Local buzz started building. Then, in 1975, more than a decade after his first recording, Gene Watson finally had his breakthrough. Love in the Hot Afternoon wasn't just a hit. It was a slow-burning, sultry, heart-wrenching masterpiece. It caught fire on local radio and Capitol Records picked it up. Within weeks, it soared to number 3 on the Billboard country chart. Suddenly, that soft-spoken guy fixing fenders by day and crooning by night was on national radio. People across the country heard that voice, and they couldn't get enough. And Gene? He didn't change a thing. No gimmicks, no flash, just heart. The late 70s became a golden era for Gene Watson. He released a string of unforgettable hits. Where Love Begins, Paper Rosie, and Nothing Sure Looked Good on You. And then came Farewell Party, a song that many say defines his entire career. Farewell Party didn't hit number 1. But it didn't need to. It haunted people. It was Gene's emotional truth, sung with heartbreaking honesty. That falsetto at the end? That wasn't showboating. That was pain laid bare. That was country music at its finest, raw, real, and soul-crushing. By 1981, Gene finally got his first number 1 hit with 14 Karat Mind. The lyrics, the melody, the delivery, every part of it clicked. And it opened him up to an even wider audience. Young fans, older fans, everyone agreed, Gene Watson's voice was something special. The hits kept coming through the 80s, songs like Speak Softly, You're Talking to My Heart, Got No Reason Now for Going Home, and Sometimes I Get Lucky and Forget. Critics praised him. Artists admired him. But even at the peak of his career, Gene stayed humble. He wasn't trying to be a star. He just wanted to sing the truth. Then came the crash. In the late 80s, Gene signed with a manager who promised him more exposure, more tours, and a modern image to match the evolving country scene. That manager didn't deliver, and worse, dragged Gene into a nightmare of lawsuits and financial chaos. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more powerful stories like this, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that staying true to yourself is always worth it. Because legends like Gene Watson never really go out of style, they just keep singing.